bitch kids hanging out the roof. Smashing fuckers grinding out the booth. Cheesy
What's going on, man? It's your guys in the clip, bro. Like, G, this is the new album, you know what I'm saying? If you don't like it, man, then screw you, man. This is for the real ones, man. This is for the kids.
It's been really great to kind of see a lot of the people that we picked for, just kind of their creative process, some of the direction that they're excited about artistically and creatively. Doing the work that we've been able to do with screen printing and kind of fulfilling these merchandise orders for the different kind of social vendors, local vendors and community members. It's been really interesting. We've gotten to know a lot of people. It's been a really good way for all of us to kind of get back in touch with kind of what people are doing out there. Seeing the process, we work with churches, we work with all the different coffee shops around the valley, we work with creatives, artists, bands. It's always fun. Every day we're working on something a little different, and we really enjoy just the process, kind of the artistic approach with each individual job. It's really fun to kind of see the end product. Every artist has their own style, so I think there's a voice for anyone.
So I always had the idea of the influences growing up, like here in the valley. We have a lot of infused Mexican cuisine into our barbecue. So what we do a lot there was we do a lot of like homemade food, man, like a lot of homemade flour tortillas. The Santos are homemade. We cook our briskets South Texas style. We do it mesquite on an offset smoker. And then we incorporate it into our breakfast tacos, right? We have a lot of breakfast specialty items like papas a la mexicana in our milagroso. We have a lot of chilaquiles verdes. We got migas a la mexicana. You name it, man. Everything that you grew up eating at home with your grandma and your mom, we kind of replicate that, but we incorporate it in Texas style. So that's where the Tex-Mex comes in play. I was a technician for 13 years, man, but it wasn't something I wanted to do for the rest of my life. I was already there. But growing up, I grew up working in taquerias because my dad had a taqueria, my grandma had a taqueria. So I've been working in taquerias since I was like 9. It took a while. Brisket alone, it's a long process, man. I probably messed up hundreds of them. Brisket and then like the craft of like tacos different, man. You gotta have a good palate to see what goes, man. You know, because brisket's really salty, but you gotta even it out with the acidity of other things like cilantro, onions, salsa, the lime. Wrapped up in a fresh flour tortilla. So that's one thing that you gotta keep in play all the time when you're combining both. To me, I'm a big fan of green chilaquiles. So El Rey taco is the go-to taco, man. You can't go wrong with a bed of chips, the tomatillo paste salsa, the Oaxaca cheese melted down, and then we put chopped brisket and a runny egg on top of the taco. So you can't go wrong with that taco. That's probably one of my favorite ones.
So far, we've just been doing what we've been doing in Westaco, pottery classes, hand building classes, but we're getting ready to offer a membership soon. Like their own space to work with, you know, store their art there, and just have a spot to like make their own ceramics, like not worry about where to fire, not worry about like where to keep their art. Like it'll just be like their area to work with. Yeah, we're just trying to offer like not just pottery classes, but we're trying to introduce like different types of hand building techniques, because there's like, it's like a spectrum. Like hand building, like there's so many types of techniques you could use, like a lot of pottery terms like sgraffito, marbling, like neurokami, and there's all these like niche techniques that like ceramicists kind of like specialize in. And it's not as popular as pottery, as like the traditional throwing on the wheel. So we're trying to like show people that there's more than just pottery that you can do with ceramics. You have like, it's never gonna look the same. And I like that surprise, like that experimenting, like it's just crazy, like having a thought and then having like an actual physical form of it. It's so rare that someone takes a class that's already had a pottery class before and they're still able to make something by the end of it. So yeah, I mean, I just show, and I have a lot of examples of student works, so I just show them like this is what someone made on their first try. Like, it's okay to mess up on the first few tries. That's natural. You just got to keep trying, and it'll just click after like half an hour, after some hands-on like experiences. Like, it just kind of clicks. It'll get easier and easier.
Full-time jobs at the time, and we moved to Harlingen, and there wasn't much of a coffee scene at the time, 2015. We had a lot of support, a lot of encouragement, and
a friend actually asked us to do a pop-up because they knew we were interested in starting a business, and they were like, just pop up in front of my shop, let's just try it.
See what's up. It
was Jackson Street Antiques, and after about a month of pop-ups, we just like locked down a brick and mortar because we were asked so often, where's your spot, where's your spot?
Yeah.
So I would say it's like his coffee background, and then just a desire to like put something fresh into that area and a place that we'd want to like hang out.
A lot of it was a gamble. We took a lot of gambles for sure, and just like chances on ourselves. So it's a lot of believing in yourself to some degree. And you know, with a lot of support that we had, like even with the folks that were there at one point, Rio Grande Grill, they had offered us like some good tips on like starting a business at the time too. So yeah, trying to.
Man, I didn't think we'd. I mean, I think we know we can do it, but you just never know what it's gonna look like.
Yeah.
So hitting that 6-year mark was like.
It was
crazy,
yeah.
and then feeling the support, just knowing that we want to do more, expanding a little bit here and there, providing more of like a space, and yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of that. We're all just trying to have a good time.
It feels like home.
Yeah. If we make it feel like home, it'll feel good, you know? So
Yeah.
we're just trying to have fun.